Let's see, it's 9 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock, 675 miles on the Odo 4881.5 on the trip. We are heading counterclockwise around the Grand Loop Road toward the northeast entrance. This is part 2 of my Yellowstone National Park video. Part 1 is in the link above or in the description. From here forward, there's video of traveling the Grand Loop Road in both directions, so landmarks may switch sides from the left or the right depending on the direction I'm driving the loop. I'll try to be as consistent as possible, and I'll mark the video that's going the wrong way. For the North Pass Canyon, we leave the caldera and the terrain starts to become more mountainous. In addition, because the Yellowstone River is in a 1,000-foot deep canyon just to the east, the road has to go over the mountains rather than follow a natural passage a river would create through the mountains. Pass 8859. This is the other side of Mount Washburn. That is Mount Washburn. Wow, that's the highest dump I'd ever take. What? Just past Dunraven Pass at 8859 feet. This is Mount Washburn. Like the Going to the Sun Road, the road sometimes is etched into the side of a mountain, giving amazing views of glacial valleys. And it goes up.
Stanley steamer? Yeah, that's a Stanley.
Okay, it's 10:20, 87, 689, 4895.5 on the trip. We're still going counterclockwise around the Grand Loop Road, heading for Tower Falls. Tower Fall is another major attraction at Yellowstone, less than a mile from the Roosevelt Lodge, which is a full-facility resort like Canyon Village. Tower Creek flows under the Grand Loop Road, past some hoodoos, and falls 132 feet before emptying into the Yellowstone River, which will eventually end up in the Gulf of America, 1,500 miles away. Before I go any farther, I understand this trail no longer exists due to erosion. Now, even though the fall is 132 feet, the trail to the base of the fall is 250. Going down was easy, but climbing back up 250 feet at 6,000 feet above sea level, when you only live 600 feet above sea level, oxygen levels at 6,000 feet is only about 80% of where I live. I learned really quickly that I missed that 20%. Yeah, I'm whining. Just north of Tower Falls is the Overhanging Cliff. It's a massive basalt cliff that borders the road. Alright, here's a Don't Be That Guy segment. This guy probably drives a Civic back home, and he's got no clue how big his vehicle is with that oversized camper. Even when he thinks he's on his side of the yellow line, the camper is still intruding into the other lane. And it's not like this road has a lot of shoulder space to get out of the way. Calcite Springs is about a mile north of Tower Falls. It's a short trail that's not on any of the standard park maps, but it has one of the most iconic overlooks in the park. Tower-Roosevelt is the junction between the Northeast Entrance Road and the Grand Loop Road. We'll cover the Northeast Entrance Road in a later video. I admit I don't know exactly where this was. I'm pretty sure it was around Tower-Roosevelt, but it could have been closer to Mammoth Hot Springs. Anyway, it's a goat jam. Petrified tree is just that, a lone petrified tree. There are forests of them, but they're not easily accessible. In this segment of the loop, the video is traveling from Mammoth Hot Springs to Tower-Roosevelt, because all the video I have is from Mammoth Hot Springs to Tower-Roosevelt. Let's see, it's 4:08 Mountain Time, 87,615, 4821.3 on the trip. We're leaving Mammoth Hot Springs, going clockwise around the Yellowstone Loop. Heading east out of Mammoth Hot Springs, you cross the Gardiner River Bridge, maybe also known as the Mammoth High Bridge. A couple of miles past that is Undine Falls, just another waterfall. And this is why you need to pay attention while driving. There are so many places where there are no shoulders, and running off the road, or being run off the road, has serious consequences. What?
Huh? See, there's the car. If you went off this edge, you wouldn't roll it. You'd just flop.
Which is why you probably should pay attention to your driving, eh?
Yeah, hey.
Now that's the way I'd go motorcycling.
How?
Put it in the back of a pickup.
Oh, is that how it was?
Going down. In 2022, a historic flood washed out the North Entrance Road. And as of making this video, the road still hasn't been reopened. Just outside of the North Entrance is the town of Gardiner, Montana. In 1998, we roughed it at a Comfort Inn, because someone had to. At the North Entrance is the Roosevelt Arch. Constructed in 1903, when the Army still had a presence in the park, because someone decided the entrance to the park lacked grandeur. Yeah, I'm a sucker for signs like this. Just past the Montana border was the Boiling River Hot Springs. We used to be able to swim here, but the floods of 2022 rerouted the Gardiner River, and the hot water, which presumably came from Mammoth Hot Springs, no longer enters the river. But read this sign. The TLDR version is bacteria and other baddies like the brain-eating amoeba live in the water. Don't get it in your ears, eyes, or nose. Don't drink it. And if you get in it, clench tight. I added the last part. And that's it for part 2. Mammoth Hot Springs is up next. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. And leave a comment about the content.